Hey guys, I am here today to do a book review on one of my new favorite books. It is The City of Glass by Cassandra Clare. Words cannot explain how much I fell in love with this book. It's probably my favorite out of the series so far. I still have two more to go, but oh my goodness, I don't even know where to begin. I guess I should begin by giving a synopsis of the book, and pretty much it picks up from where City of Ashes leaves off, of course, and Clary is very adamant on figuring out, like, what's happening to her mom, and now she's found a cure for it, so it's kind of, now we have to find a warlock named Ragnar Fell to help her wake her mom up, because apparently her mom did that to herself. So it kind of takes off from there, and at the same time, the storyline picks up. So we have that going on, and also part of the storyline is Valentine is starting to bring his army to the front of demons, so it kind of mixes Clary trying to figure out how to save her mom, and at the same time try to figure out how to help in some way to battle against Valentine and his demon army. So it's pretty much what this book is about without giving away too much spoilers right now. I would definitely rate it a 5 out of 5 stars. Hands down, so good, and I think you guys should definitely check it out if you have not read it yet. And yeah, so now is where I'm going to start really talking about the books. If you haven't read it yet, I would probably suggest not watching further, because there will be massive spoilers, massive spoilers, and I could only issue so many warnings, so yeah. Alright guys, I don't think I've ever felt so many range of emotions while reading a book than I have with this series, particularly this book. I go from feeling happy to, why are you doing this, Clary, to why did this guy have to die, and oh my gosh, just so many emotions going on. When you literally go from super high, being really happy, to just plunging down to sadness. So Clary, I guess, finds Ragnar Fell, or she knows where he's at. Well, she knows he's in how do you say it? Alicante? However you say that place. So she convinces the Lightwoods to take her against, of course, Jace's say or whatever. And I'm like, yes, she finally gets to go. And then they just ditch the poor girl. And I'm like, how awful. Could you just, I just imagined this in my head. She's all excited packing, and you just go to the destination, and you're like, what? Where is everybody? I would feel so left behind. It's totally a Big Brother move. I know how she feels, because being little, I would want to go places my brothers were, and then they would just leave me behind without saying, and you're like, oh, I'm ditched. But I guess that's not really in her case with the whole brother and sister thing, but still, I was so mad they left her, but I knew being Clary, she was going to find a way to get there anyway, and of course she did. So then, of course, when she gets there, Jace is not happy at all. Oh my gosh, I was not, I knew he was going to be mad, but what he said to her, am I the only one thinking this, but did he kind of cross the line with what he said? I mean, understand that him and Simon had that agreement to, have him, push her away more, but, they're pushing someone away and just cutting them down to nothing. That's what he did to poor Clary. Too much. Pretty much telling her that it's her fault Simon is the way he is now, and she just ruins everything, and no one even wants her anywhere. It's like, thanks. Let's make her go cut her wrists while we're at it. You could have just said, I personally don't want you, he could have just handled it like a normal person being mad, not just saying all these random things that you hate. Just had to get that off my chest, because the whole time I'm like, and then she just kind of forgives them like nothing. They have this huge argument, and then next chapter later, they just start talking again, and I'm like, Clary, just, I don't know, maybe it's just me being holding grudges, but if he said that to me, I wouldn't be just okay, it's alright, we forgiven, he never said that about me. That would have just cut, I felt Clary's pain. I was like, oh my gosh, that's just a horrible thing to say, it's your fault your best friend's a vampire type deal. I'm like, what? And then it also leads you to, all these new characters. You have Aline, who, I wouldn't miss her if she really wasn't in the series anymore, but oh my goodness. She just irritated me, maybe just because I don't want a Jace with anyone else, really. So she was just kind of annoying little girl off to the side where you're like, dude, just flick her away, just go away. So when Clary walks in on him, like, macking out with her, I'm like, oh no. And it's just, I just didn't like her too much as all the characters. Then you have Luke's sister, Amadis. I think they say her name, Amadis. I really liked her character, and I was so shocked that he had a sister, because, like, he never mentioned it, and wow, I was really, that kind of took me back, like, whoa. I really liked her character. I mean, I know we didn't get to see a lot, I mean, you kind of saw a lot from her, but at the same time, she was just kind of, I don't know. But I don't know, like, I just kind of liked how she was. She was kind of still protective, and even though, like, I don't get why, I mean, I understand that they had that whole rivalry between her and Luke, and I get that, but to, like, not welcome your brother into your home is just kind of like, ouch, type deal. But, I mean, I got over that fast. No one prepared me, though, for the character of Sebastian. Capital OMG. Like, first off, you have this, like, charming guy where I'm like, ooh, Clary, go for him. Jason's over there macking out with Aline, go mack out with her cousin. So, I kind of guessed right away that he was evil from the minute, like, I mean, they kind of led up to that when she was kissing him and she got that, like, really creepy feeling. But when she, like, took her hand away and he had the dye, she had the dye on the fingers, like, I don't know what snapped with me, but I'm like, he's evil, and I was right, and I was excited. I was not expecting him to be her brother, but, oh my gosh, like, I love to hate the guy, like, I hate him for killing Max, which, oh my gosh, Max, I was so mad that they killed Max. Like, I know we didn't really see much from the poor little kid, but really, out of anyone you could have killed, why not Aline? I'm terrible. No one should die. No one should die. Just scratch that. I just think that he's, like, the perfect villain. Like, I don't know, just, he was so composed, and then just when it all came out, he was just like, and you're this, and you're that, and I can't stand you guys. I was like, ouch, kind of like, let's just go smack everyone, why don't we? And, oh my goodness, that just, I don't know, that was probably the biggest shock of the whole book, with Sebastian. And then being her brother, I was like, oh my gosh. Which leads me to the most exciting point of the whole, like, rant, is I so saw this coming. I mean, how could you not? Jace and Clary are not brother and sister, and I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you for finally not making it creepy when they kiss. I mean, she technically still did kiss her brother, but in all fairness, she didn't know that was her brother at the time. But if he, like, does that make it not creepy that he's over there, like, mocking Jace for it when he knew Clary was his sister, and he still kissed her? Like, that's weird, right? But now I can finally be like Team Jace and Clary because it's not incest now, and yeah. Which, I wanted to bring up another point that kind of, like, I wondered why people had so much hate on this. Well, they didn't really, like, hate her, but I noticed in a lot of reviews I would read, they all say that Clary kind of, like, stepped it up in the first book, and then she just kind of became a wimp throughout the rest of the series. I would have to say I beg to differ on that. I mean, if you think about it, I honestly think her most wimpish time would be the first book, not when she stepped up the most. I mean, not saying she was a wimp the first book. I mean, that's like, wow. But think about it. She might not be, like, the person that's right in battle. I mean, she will still try to be. But if it wasn't for her, the ship wouldn't have been destroyed in book 2. And a lot of people would be dead because of that. And in book 3, she pretty much saved everyone's lives by not only binding the Downworlders with the Nephilim, like, that was a huge feat in itself. And not only that, she kind of inadvertently killed Valentine. Like, well, not her, but she was there, and whatever rune, do you guys get that? Like, I wondered what the rune did. Did it just make the angel not want to help Valentine? Because I kind of got the feeling that he didn't want to help him anyway, which I was really excited. I was going to be mad if the angel was just like a genie, like, oh, bow down to you. I was glad that he kind of told him off and then just killed him. What a way to die. Though I am not happy with Cassandra Clare making me think Jace was going to die. That made me so mad. I really thought, like, I was trying to pay attention to the book, but in the back of my mind, it's like, Jace! Jace! I just, oh my goodness. And I was, I thought I almost cried when Simon died. And then Simon almost has, like, most near-death experiences than any character there is. But I was like a bawling mess almost when I thought Jace was going to be dead. I'm like, really? That's how you're going to end this? And then not only that, but Jocelyn, like, when she comes back, I was not expecting, like, the whole reuniting that way. I was imagining a lot of mother-daughter hugging bonding time, not the hate that was radiating off of Clary. Like, that kind of shocked me, but I still love her mom, and I was really excited that her mom kind of let her continue being like a shadow hunter, and her mom even stepped up in her own role, so I was just happy. So I kind of feel like now I'm just kind of rambling on about every part in the book, but I wanted to hit like the main points that like stuck out to me, so I think those were it really. Just all in all, oh my goodness, I loved the book. I'm really excited to start reading City of Fallen Angels. Gonna probably pick that up right after this. And so just 2 more books to go, and I don't know how I'm going to be able to wait till the last one comes out, because it doesn't come out for quite some time, so kind of, ugh, that kind of just sucks. So yeah, what were your guys' thoughts on the City of Glass? Did you guys like it? I'm pretty sure everyone I've talked to has liked this. What did you think on some of the bigger, like, twists and turns? Like, I was really shocked with this book. It kept me wanting to read more, like, just like every other book does on here, but oh my goodness, it was so good, and all the, like, characters we got introduced to, and everything was just awesome about the book. So much character development, too, between Clary, Jace, Isabel, Alec. Alec finally is open with Magnus. That was cool. The Lightwoods, Luke and Joss, like, everyone developed in this. Everyone. It was really cool, and I'm really excited to see what the story takes for the next book, because I hear that it was supposed to kind of end here, but then she just kind of wrote more. So I really don't know what to expect from the next 2 books, but out of everything, I'm kind of curious. I mean, how could you not, like, be obviously knowing that Sebastian's gonna come back? But I'm just like, how is he gonna come back? What's gonna happen? Because I know you're supposed to think he's dead and all, and that his body floated magically down the river, but come on. Whose evil dead body just magically floats down the river? He's so alive. I mean, I could tell you that from a mile away. So, super, super excited to start reading the next book. Loved it, definitely. 5 out of 5 stars. Check it out. I mean, you guys probably should have read it. If not, high spoilers. Yeah, so you guys, thank you for watching this. Leave any comments down below. Let me know your thoughts. And yeah, see you later, guys.